Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unicorn Battle in Latin America. We are here today where the best local startups will pitch live to our great expert board and the audience worldwide. Please let me present our wonderful CEO of Unicorn.Events, Anna Fedorova. Anna?
Hi, Julia. Great to be in Latin America with you, though virtually, but hope one day we'll come back to our offline wonderful events and travel again all over the world. And yes, today we are at wonderful location discovering the best innovations that such a wonderful continent is going to show us. They will join all other winners for our Unicorn Cup. And all our events all over the world happening thanks to our sponsors: Platinum sponsor, Network VC California Seed Fund, Golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club, and Silver sponsor, StartUp Inc. Be sure to check them out because our Summer Cup, Unicorn Cup, is approaching where best international startups will pitch out live from all over the world. All summer, we have been looking everywhere for the great innovators, for the amazing discoveries, and the best ones will pitch live twice, starting at Asian time. Actually, it will be morning in Europe as well, and finishing on American time. So log in from where you are. The best startups, best innovations for you will be on July 15th. Be sure to check them out. About us, we are Unicorn.Events, of course, as you know, and we have been in business 12 years already, have done our wonderful pitch events all over the world, and have done more than 260 of them, and in all countries of the world where startups are. We are doing really good matches by inviting only active investors, and our startups are doing really good in fundraising. So be sure to check out everyone who is pitching. Maybe future unicorns are right by your side in this event. And our VC community keeps constantly growing, and our angel network as well. So be sure to join us and to stay with us, because starting this year, we're doing also local events on small ecosystems where local startups pitch to international investors. It's called Unicorn Pitches, and the winners of Unicorn Pitches are accepted to Unicorn Battles, which is continental level. So if you want to do business with us and you are not a new person to VC and startup community, be sure to talk to me or our wonderful event managers, and we will do a private chat about it. And we will welcome you to our partners network, which is really huge and global. And guess what? We are going to Antarctica, all of us. This Antarctica Scientific Society had approached us for helping to solve the problem all humanity faces. Lots and lots of problems that startups can help all of us to survive and really lead a better life. So we will be the only company who will be present on 6 continents of the world. So be sure to stay with us, and in fall, we are all going to Antarctica. And in case you missed any wonderful innovations, didn't hear the pitch of the successful startup you always wanted to be part of, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The best people are there. Advices from our VCs, shortcuts and wonderful discoveries. Our events all over the world are there. And, oops, hold on a second. Right now, I would like to introduce you to our wonderful ecosystem. Startup Network is a marketplace where startups, businesses, investors, and service providers can meet and discuss their own business. Startup Inc. is an investor onboarding and management platform where you can get an access to an exclusive deals with experienced VCs with only YK entry. Unicorn.Events is the world's largest startup online pitch contest. VC House is a closed community and network created exclusively for the VCs where they can exchange deals they participate in as a lead investor. Network Investments is a special meeting point for investment banks, startups, and brokers. Silicon Valley Syndicate Club is a structure that allows business angels to invest into the best startups with the small checks through syndicate deals. And Network VC is our seed fund and main center of venture activities. And right now, let's see what Latin America has for us this summer. Julia, back to you.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Anna, for this wonderful presentation. And I'm happy to tell you that we are broadcasting, and please feel free to share the links on YouTube and Facebook. You can find them on our general chat. And now I'd like to present our wonderful media partners, 1950 Labs, Mad Labs, and 5Fever. Thank you so much for your support of our event. We really appreciate it. And now, Anna, please, could you introduce our official judge of the Latin American Battle?
Sure, my pleasure, Julia. We have people that play a really important role. They are not only judges that judge on behalf of the VC fund or they're expressing their own opinion, but they judge on behalf of the whole country. They present the VC community of the country. And Alexander Soroka, CEO and founder of Startup Network, has even a bigger role. He's presenting the global ecosystem startup network that is present all over the world. So he's expressing the maybe opinion of the world VC community. Alexander, am I right? Alexander probably has problems connecting. I cannot see him on live. Okay, let's go to Marcelo Gonçalves, who's presenting Brazil today. He's co-founder and managing partner at Doma Invest. Marcelo, please tell us what your industry you invest in, what is your check size, and what geography you prefer for investments. Marcelo?
Hi, Anna. Thanks for the invitation. We are a venture capital fund in Brazil. We focus on Brazilian investors investing in Brazilian startups. So we are pretty much local to Brazil. We invest from angel through the angel fund, which is sponsored by BNDES, the state government bank, the development government bank. And we have two funds on seed stage where we write checks up to $1 million. So we can do checks for until $100,000 for the angel fund, and we can do checks up to $1.5 million on the seed stage, both on the consumer and the enterprise thesis.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for updating. And we have also one more wonderful judge who is presenting Peru. And it is a great friend of our Unicorn.Events, founder and CEO of Palgo Peru, Mr. Aldo Shelnone. Aldo, are you with us? Julia, do you see Aldo?
I guess Aldo will join us a little bit later, okay. Because he will...
Okay, no problem. We'll give him a floor later because maybe everybody is experiencing technical problems. We depend on that. And we will move on. And we have also a wonderful expert board today, right, Julia? You're muted. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, sure. So please, dear guys, welcome our expert board from throughout the world. And before we start presenting your industry, check size, and area of investments, I'd like to ask everybody to click raise hand, and we will ask you to talk one by one. So please, who would like to be the first one? I can see Javier Garcia Lemos. Hello.
Hi guys, buenos dias. Good morning. My name is Javier Garcia. I'm from Mexico, based in Guadalajara. We manage two venture funds. One is Tia Ventures, and an arm from Tia Ventures is View Accelerator. Last week we won the best prop tech accelerator fund from View Accelerator for LATAM, so we're really proud of that. And we normally accelerate with our corporations that are also part of the fund. We invest from 150 to 250 and with a follow-up ticket after that as well. So we're focused on everything PropTech, on View Accelerator, and TI Ventures. We're open to everybody.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us today. And we go to Francois. Happy to see you. So please present yourself shortly. Francois, can you hear me? Francois?
Francois, can you unmute yourself and start presenting?
Okay, maybe Francois was thinking.
Let's move on. Who is next one?
Okay, Jim Thomas.
Hey guys, good morning from Florida. I'm a partner at Kirinaga Partners based here in Orlando, Florida. We're focused on early stage. We usually do pre-seed, seed, and Series A funding. Average check size is usually 500,000 to the low 1, 2, 3 million. We're really focused on emerging innovative tech, so we're not focused on any particular sector. We love anything in and around space. One of our latest investments was a company called Space Perspective based at Kennedy Space Center. They're actually doing space tourism, where grandparents can take grandkids to the edge of space without the need of a rocket. So we're always looking for innovative things. And we think Florida is a great, we love Latin America and Europe, and we think Florida is a great entry point into the American markets. Great to be with you guys.
Great, thank you so much, Jim. And we go to Oscar Ramos. Please, Oscar.
Buenos días, buenas noches, buenas tardes a todo el mundo. Pleasure to connect to the event in Spanish, but from China, where I'm based. I'm a partner in a VC fund called SYTE.bio. We're a global venture capital fund that invests literally everywhere in the world. But the areas that is an early stage fund, so we start investing in companies at the seed pre-A stage, and then we continue investing in the companies later in future funds. Or my area of expertise in terms of investment, what I'm more interested is in enterprise software solutions. In this case, we're especially interested in companies that are building solutions for emerging markets. So we have a lot of investments in Asia, Africa, increasingly more exposure to Latin America, Eastern Europe, and then the second model that I'm quite interested is in companies that are expanding in new mobile-first, mobile-only markets where they are cloning Chinese business models. So some of you might be familiar. China pioneered this mobile-first and mobile-only market where there's a lot of services that they were cloned in Southeast Asia, they were cloned in India, and now we see also a big trend of these models being cloned in other parts of the world, including Latin America. So we're very excited at looking at those companies where we can, besides investing in those companies, we can bring in all of the expertise, since we've been not only working with those companies, we've been investing, expanding those companies to other markets already.
Great, thank you for being here. And we go to Stuart Brown, please, welcome.
Great, thanks, Julia. Great to see you here, and likewise with Anna and everyone else. Thanks for having me. Buenos dias. My name is Stuart Brown, and I manage a venture capital firm based in Toronto, Canada. We invest in early stage companies, ticket size between 200 to 300,000. We're industry agnostic, and we're also a designated entity for the startup visa program. And we love Latin American companies. So any entrepreneurs that are thinking about immigrating to Canada, we could facilitate the immigration for you and get your company financed. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or email me at info@picap.ca. I'll put the data, the contact info in the chat box. And I really look forward to seeing some great companies presenting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stuart. Happy to see you today. And please, Santos Kirno, you're welcome to talk.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? Santos Kirno here, based in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I work at NXTP Ventures, one of the leading venture capital firms in Latin America. We founded in 2011. which is basically positions us as one of the oldest venture capital firms in the region. We've raised 2 funds to date. You have domain-focused investing. We invest in B2B business models, basically in cloud and SaaS, logistics, fintech, B2B marketplace, and AI and data-driven services. We look to invest in exceptional founders, and we invest all around the region. We usually invest around from $500,000 to $2 million. And again, thesis and domain-driven investments, seed and Series A stages, and we look to back exceptional founders.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And please, Jordan.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Always good to see all these handsome, beautiful, good-looking people, especially you, Mr. Alexander. I am Jordan Wabe with Silicon Valley Venture Group. Look at Alexander's smile. I'd made him smile. I like that. Also with Scorpion Capital and Under Capital. On this stage, I'm here as a support cast. We like companies from South America. We've been to the south of the borders few times and looked at companies across different countries, Peru, Colombia, Brazil, Chile, and so forth. We invest small numbers, $30,000 to $300,000 in companies in all technologies, as long as they improve the human condition, pre-Series A and Series A. And we do syndication with other groups, including the kind ones that are on the call. One just last word before I leave. If you are pitching today, there's a huge audience listening to you worldwide and a lot of investors who can connect you to thousands of investors. Keep your answers crisp, be clear, be direct. This is a chance to win more attention, and may the best woman or man win. And I'm always rooting for the Americans, always for the Americans.
Great, thank you for sharing this information, and thank you for being here. And please, I'd ask to talk Christian Lavareda.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia. Sorry for the problem before, but I'm glad to be here with all of you guys. My name is Christian Lavareda. I'm the founding partner of eSource Capital. eSource Capital is the largest cloud solution provider in Latin America. Our headquarters are in Miami, Florida, and we have offices in Mexico, Central America, Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Ecuador, Argentina. We are always interested in meeting early stages startups to help them to grow. And you can contact me in LinkedIn. Feel free to send me an email. I will send my contact in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. And please, Pedro Mesquita.
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invitation of being here. My name is Pedro. I'm an investment analyst at Mindset Ventures. We are an early stage venture capital firm. Most of our team is based here in São Paulo, Brazil, but we only invest abroad. We only invest in the US and Israel. Then we help these foreign startups come and do business here in Brazil. We invest from seed up until Series B, but our sweet spot is around Series A. We invest around $1 million plus follow-ons. And we usually don't lead rounds, we usually co-invest with local VCs. And we are investing now from our third fund. It's a $52 million fund, investing on B2B software startups. More specifically, we invest in healthcare, fintech, cybersecurity, and agriculture. So that's Mindset Ventures in a nutshell.
Thank you so much. And our CEO of Startup Network, Alexander Soroka, has joined us. Please, Alexander, sure.
A lot of raised hands, so let's continue with, I will be the last, okay, no problem.
Oh, okay. Okay. So please, Gary Fowler.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Great to see some smiling faces and friends. My name's Gary Fowler. I'm a serial entrepreneur and investor. I've done 17 companies and 2 unicorns. I was on the original management team of Click Software, sold to Salesforce for $1.35 billion, also Eva.ai, an AIH or tech company that I co-founded 5.5 years ago. Love artificial intelligence and quantum computing. I've written 158 articles over the last 14 months. And I'm here. We have GST Venture Studios, which is a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in Silicon Valley. Our idea is that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around the world, but opportunities aren't. So we look for companies all over the world. We have companies from 24 countries today, and we bring them to Silicon Valley and curate them. That means we take operational roles in those companies, and the idea is to help them become a unicorn. Although a unicorn is a mythical creature. We also have GST Labs, which is a growth stage accelerator. It's really a little bit different because it's between a venture capital firm and a typical accelerator. The idea is to curate the company very quickly to be able to raise funds. We typically look at companies that are looking to raise less than $3 million, and we stay with them typically through a Series A, sometimes through Series B. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. And I can see Francois has joined us. Please.
Yeah, good morning. I don't know whether it's morning for everyone, but good day. I'm Francois Leglay. I'm a partner with Camea Investimentos. We do angel investing, pre-Series A, and we do all advisory and capital raising services, restructuring, and we're based in Brazil. We like startups in digital marketing, in crypto, and we have learned here with the startup network that there are other sectors, very, very interesting sectors for startups.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Anil Joshi, please.
Okay, thanks, Julia. Good morning, all. I'm Anil from Unicorn.Events. We are India-based fund. We are in our second fund, and we are focused on tech-based ventures. We invest anywhere around $1 million to $2 million and go up to $6 to $8 million. Currently, we have a portfolio of 25 companies. We also have a small fund in UK, and there we have a portfolio of 7 companies. Glad to be part of today's event. Good luck to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And finally, Alexander, are you ready?
Yes, of course, Julia. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see so many familiar faces who are really the part of our unicorn family today already. So our funds usually invest today up to 500K. We are industry agnostic, we are geographically agnostic, and we prefer to invest on seed and round A stage. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much for sharing this info. And thank you all expert board for being here. We appreciate it a lot, and I'd like to remind you a little bit about our voting process. So you have the special voting link. I've sent it before the event. Please click on it and you will be redirected to the startups profiles. You can evaluate the startup investment potential from 1 till 5. 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest mark. And based on these marks, we will publish our results after the pitch session. If you will have some problems with your links, please contact the support team. You can find them in the list of participants. And now I'm happy to present our wonderful startups from Latin America. Today we have 8 startups from Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, and Chile. And dear startups, before we start, I'd like also to recall you that we do not recommend to mention any fundraising issues. How much money would you like to fundraise? Because we are broadcasting throughout the world. And keep it in mind. So please, we can start our startup pitch session. And the first startup is SYTE.bio from Argentina. Please welcome Martin Williams.
Hello to everyone. How are you? Let me search to share my screen.
Yes, sure.
Give me a second.
I have 3 minutes for pitching and then QA session.
Okay, so I will share my screen right now. I don't have that option to share it. I don't know if, no, yes, I have it. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, we can see. Please make it full screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my name is Martin Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of SYTE.bio. It's a synthetic biology company that is developing precision DNA-based therapeutics. So conventional therapeutics are based on chemical compounds, recombinant proteins, or inactivated pathogenic organisms or parts of them. And we use DNA, that is the software of the cell, to develop our therapeutics. And that enables us to manipulate several aspects, such as the immune response. Our platform, SYTE-DNA, is a proprietary novel gene delivery platform for personalized and redosable genetic therapeutics that is safe, durable, and accessible for patients worldwide. This vector technology, as well, is both safe and effective and outperforms existing solutions. So our therapeutics are effective, safe, and they can be stored and shipped at room temperature, while conventional ones have to be stored and shipped under extreme conditions. So for our novel combined oncology program, we have developed therapeutics for melanoma, squamous cell carcinoma, and other solid cancers as transitional cell carcinoma. So to test our platform and our treatments, we have performed an in vitro and in vivo proof of concept experiments. And here you can see that our cancer therapeutics, we were able to kill only the cancer cells selectively and leaving the non-cancerous cells alive. And after that, we just went for our in vivo performance of case reports for canine nasal squamous cell carcinoma, failing nose squamous cell carcinoma, filling bladder transitional cell carcinoma, and melanoma. And here you can see that when we applied the therapeutics, we are able to stop tumor growth. And in 2 cases, we achieved a complete remission of bladder cancer and melanoma liver metastasis. As well, as I mentioned before, our novel DNA platform is highly versatile. So we have also developed DNA-based vaccines for COVID-19 and dengue virus. That is a neglected disease with highly pandemic potential. So here you can see that we performed as well in vitro and in vivo proof of concept assays. And we have seen that when we injected our therapeutics into mice, they have developed neutralizing antibodies against these 2 diseases. There are COVID-19 and the 4 serotypes of dengue virus. So you can see that it's a huge market opportunity. Of course, you all know the COVID-19 disease, and dengue, for those you don't know, it's a huge market opportunity as well as a neglected disease. So this is the leadership team. I am the CEO and founder, and we have a board of directors and a core team as well. We have been awarded several times during 2017, 2018, and 2019 by the Science Ministry of Argentina and Fomento San Sebastián from Spain. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was Martin Williams from SYTE.bio.
Yeah.
And the first question we have from Alexander, please.
Hello, Martin.
Hello.
At what stage are you today?
Yeah, we are in a preclinical stage. We have finished the proof of concept assays and in vivo and in vitro proof of concept assays. And we would like to go for a full preclinical trial with FDA guidance, and then a clinical, of course, clinical trials for our developments.
And can you tell probably more about your team? Because I understand that you need to have a lot of expertise to build such a complicated.
Yeah, we are a team. Yeah, we are biotechnologists. The team is founded by biotechnologists. We have medicine doctors, veterinary researchers, bioinformatic people, financials, legals, and yeah. But most of us are scientists. Sorry.
And so you've been studying at universities, yeah, some kind of.
Yeah, I'm finishing my PhD right now in gene therapy at Universidad Nacional de Quilmes in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And yeah, we have we work at the university as well. We have some equipment there. So yeah, we are scientists and medicine doctors, and we this interdisciplinary team of professionals, young professionals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask the question, who owns the IP?
We are now filling the IP right now, the paperwork, and we're working with a law firm here in Argentina to patent this in United States and Argentina as well. So yes, we are filling the patent right now.
Yeah, Alexander makes a good point. Make sure that you indicate your backgrounds, because it was unclear. And if you didn't ask the question, it gives you a lot more credibility.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Dear judges, please raise your hand if you'd like to ask questions in order to be one by one, okay? And we have Garuf with question, please.
Hi, Martin. Martin,
hello,
what is the
you?
advantage of the linear DNA versus the circular DNA that is being used by the competitors, right?
Yeah.
What's the advantage here with linear DNA?
Yeah, it outperforms the plasmid DNA or circular DNA molecules because of its topology. It's more effective at entering into the cell and into the nucleus. So it outperforms the capacity, the expression, and of course the entrance to the cell. So you will need less DNA material to transfect a cell if you use our linear DNA platform than other platforms like plasmid or minicircle DNA.
And your current preclinical trials have been working out well using the circular DNA?
Yeah, we have tried the circular DNA and our linear DNA, and it outperformed the expression of our selective proteins inside the cell. And also it has a switch that prevents from integrating into the host genome. So it's highly safe.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. And for now, that's all questions. Please, if anybody would like to ask more, you have time. Yeah, Christian, please.
Thank you. I want to know how much do you need for this this stage to the trial and to test the effectivity of this this kind of therapy?
Yeah, we are at a seed stage, and we are looking for 1.5 to 2 million to proceed with our the FDA guided preclinical trials. And here in Argentina, maybe we can conduct a phase 1 clinical trial, a human clinical trial, with that amount of money.
And also, you are giving part of the participation of the company, or you are looking for a loan?
Yeah.
Or what kind of investment are you looking for?
Yeah, we are opening discussing that. Yeah, we are opening. We are not closed with any type, but we are opened.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot. Please, we have a question from Marcelo Gonzalez.
Oh. Hi, Martin.
Hello, how are you?
I'm far from being a biotech expert, but how far are you from a product? I mean,
we think like between 1 and 2 years. But we first want to take veterinary products to the market because they are easier to get into the market because of regulatory affairs and the money you have to invest, of course. But that will give us a great amount of preclinical data for our human development as well. And we use the same molecules and the same proteins for both human and veterinary. So it will give us a huge amount of data to have for the human clinical trials as well.
Great, thank you. And quick question from Keith Herman, please.
Hi, my question is with regards to the carcinomas. How many treatments were needed and what was the recovery time?
Yeah, we have followed up an 8 month, and we have performed 6 applications, but the dog was an old dog, like 13 years old, and he broke his hip. So the veterinary doctor put him to sleep. So we didn't we weren't able to follow up after the hip when the hip was broken. Sorry. So we followed up for 8 months, and the tumor did not grow for the transitional cell carcinoma.
Good, thank you for your answer. Unfortunately, we are limited in time, so please, you can ask your questions in private messages. And so we should go to the next participant. The second startup is from Mexico, My Store by Canasta Rosa. Please welcome Deborah Dana. Are you with us? Yeah, please unmute yourself because...
Yes. Hi, Julia. How are you? Thank you for
that. Happy to see you. Please share with us your presentation.
Great. Thank you. Let me know if you can see it. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I can see. Please make it full screen, maybe.
Yes. 1 second. There we go.
Perfect.
So thank you very much for the invitation, and thank you all experts and investors for supporting Latin America. My name is Deborah Dana. I'm the CEO and founder of My Store by Canasta Rosa. A little bit of the market we are attacking. Today, there are more than 500 million micro and small entrepreneurs in the world who are currently being underserved by the online selling softwares. Just in Mexico, our launch market, this is 9 million people who today do not have the proper software to begin selling online in their phones. What challenges do these people face and why are they being underserved? Most of the challenges is they are limited to a customer base or marketing know-how. They have very few they have high tax requirements, which they do not understand, limited access to payments, limited access to competitive shipping rates, and lack of time to do many of the things that they need for their online business to be successful. That's why we created My Store. My Store is the smartest software to grow your online sales. My Store allows you to quickly create a digital catalog, which automatically becomes your online store and connects to the millions of global buyers through WhatsApp, social networks, and marketplaces in the region. My Store was created by Canasta Rosa. Canasta Rosa is a company that has been live since 2017 and is today the #1 marketplace for micro and small entrepreneurs in Mexico, with more than 20,000 registered micro and small entrepreneurs. It began as a marketplace, and that's where we understood that there was a huge need for software for these types of entrepreneurs. Here you can see My Store at the center. It's the core, our product. It automatically integrates an entrepreneur to all other big marketplaces in the region, to social commerce, so they can manage all their sales that they make through WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. And all these orders get professional assistance from our own services, which include logistics, payments, marketing, and working capital. Many of the solutions today address online selling. So we know many companies worldwide who are doing an amazing service at doing software for selling online. Examples, Shopify, Facebook, Mercado Libre, which is a regional leader. But what these micro entrepreneurs need is something that's really easy to use in their phone, quick to launch, fiscal flexible, and fully integrated with logistics, payments, and customer service. My Store offers entrepreneurs 3 different plans. These are based on how many buyers they want to connect to. The most basic, which is free, and then we have a plus and growth plan with the proper subscription pricing. Canasta Rosa's traction has demonstrated the need for My Store. Without investing in marketing, you can see how we've grown exponentially to reach 20,000 registered entrepreneurs today after Q2. We have a great seller NPS in our marketplace, And we started to understand that the most important, sorry?
Your time is up, I'm sorry.
Oh, I have one slide, just
yeah.
Okay. And this, our company is being led by a great team, including myself, CTO Christopher, David Dana, CFO, Mauricio, COO, and Roberto Margain, all from amazing companies. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And we have the first question from Alexander, please.
Hello. Can you show the slide with traction again?
Yes.
Yeah, I see that the number of entrepreneurs are growing very fast. And what about revenues? Do you have revenues today?
We do. Here's a little bit our forecast. We have about $4 million in revenue. And this is how we project to grow, growing mostly on subscription revenue, also a percentage from the take rate that we have from their sales.
Okay, and what did you have last year in 2020? In 2020?
We had 3.
3 million in revenues.
Yes.
And this is all your services, or it's like a GMV? So part of it.
Revenue.
Sorry?
This is revenue. We have around a 35% take rate. So GTV would be the appropriate ratio.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexandra, for your question. Please, Jordan.
Good morning and well done. Very clear. Thank you. Just one simple question. How is this different from the dozen other similar services out there? And what is it that's bringing users to you and keeping them engaged? No, just simple answers, clear. If you could, why is this better than the rest, please?
Yeah, we believe our product became so attractive because we built it based on the consumer needs. We really worked hand in hand with these small entrepreneurs, and we know that maybe they aren't as attractive to bigger software companies, and that way they weren't the initial target when they developed their softwares. Most bigger software companies like a Shopify in Mexico, entrepreneurs need an agency to do their web page with them because they don't have that technology know-how. And the other second biggest difference is we connect them to everything. We don't want to own all the marketplace. We want to connect them to all the marketplaces, WhatsApp and social networks where the buyers are existing already. So it makes us more of an open platform.
Good. Thank you so much. I have one more question from Javier, please.
Hola. Honestly, Jordan beat me to my question, but I have more of a curiosity. How's your churn and customer rate? Like, how's your lifetime value over customer?
Sure. That's another reason why we decided to launch My Store. Our store retention in My Store is extremely high. We have a 2% annual churn because once an entrepreneur creates his store, he can easily use it as an online catalog. And now that we're launching My Store, connected to all these different channels. So we have a really high retention. Now that we're launching subscriptions in August, we're going to pass from a 10 lifetime value CAC ratio to a 35 lifetime value CAC ratio. That depends mostly on the percentage of entrepreneurs who are paying either the Plus or the Growth membership.
Good.
Julia, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Please, quick question.
Rosa, you have 60 people watching you, probably 20 some odd investors. Other than money, what can we do to help you? What specific things we can do, especially in North America, to support you?
Sure. So we are looking for technology and marketing know-how. We believe we have great experts in the field currently leading the team, but we've seen that to do this business global, we need to have the proper advisors who understand technology, product, and marketing at a global level, not at just the Mexican level. So today we have a great team, but we do need those advisors.
Anything else, real quick?
It's basically smart advising on how to grow.
Good. Thank you so much for your questions and answers, and we are moving on. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Julia.
Yeah. And the next startup, please welcome Sumeria from Chile and its founder, Domingo Roa.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hello, Domingo. Please feel free to share your presentation.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, good.
Perfect. Hi, I am Domingo, one of Sumeria's co-founder. It's a pleasure to be here. $257 trillion. That is the debt that currently exists globally. That is 12 zeros. With this amount, we could do 100 round trips to the sun, represents 3 times the worldwide GDP. And in terms of trust itself, the financial industry has one of the lowest indicators. Did you know that people owing debts have 3 times more possibilities of suffering severe depression? In fact, in the first 3 months after a severe debt, the risk of mortality increased by 5%. So despite the economic problems that eventually will come up due to this situation, we are facing a much deeper problem, the mental health. I was there too, you know, and when I was searching for a second chance to get up again, nobody was there. Only this year in Chile, more than 400,000 people joined the 5 million in debt. So, as you can see, every coin needs 2 sides, and the other one are the companies which are failing on this equation. Sumeria is an emotional scoring solution to improve customer loyalty. Combining AI with psychometrics, emotions, and context, you can take action in every stage of the customer journey. Our platform classifies customers in different mind stages by comparing key variables. This will result in different profiles of portfolios for generating customized treatments for debt payment. This new way of looking at collection as an experience journey makes enterprise get over 7 times more return than before. Having the second largest retailer in Latin America, we achieved a 7 times ROI thanks to an increased recovery rate and decreased operating cost. Our dream is to be the bridge of trust between companies and their customers. Among the benefits of a humanized and personalized debt collection process, we can see better brand positioning, customer retention and longer lifetime value, increased recovery rates and lower operating cost, improve the KYC, and lower your risk level. We operate under a SaaS business model, charging a monthly fee according to the amount of requests done on the platform. We are a multidisciplinary team of 20 people that has been working together for the last 4 years. She's Miss Eliana, and she doesn't belong to a segment, nor she's a number. And I know behind every debt, there's a story like hers or mine, which could have a happy ending. Let's make this point of view a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Domingo. And the first question, Alexander, again, please.
Thank you. And can you explain me, so if I have a debt, so I'm your client, yes?
Yes. No, we work with big companies, with banks, retail, financial service companies, and we help them to connect with their customers by our platform.
Okay, let's just make a customer journey. As an example, I have a debt and I have a depression, okay? And so then how banks will connect with me, or what's going on?
Yes, when you are on debt, you are at risk, and you have like a lot of the banks and the retailers have a lot of channels to connect with the customers, and they go on with a lot of intensity. They try to collect that debt. Yes, so we take all the information of the different information sources and manage to segment that information, adding these alternative variables that are focused in psychometrics, emotional and context of the person, and we classify them in a different way, in a way that we are focused on their psychology, not on her historical credit payments or that stuff. I don't know if I answered the question.
No, not really. So you help the bank to find information about me in social networks and try to understand my my emotions for today. And then the bank makes a decision if he need to really push me hard or push me soft. Is it in this way?
Yes, it's kind of that way.
Okay.
It has two parts. The first part is to make a diagnosis on how to treat you, which channel, which person, which script, and what intensity. And the second part is which treatment. So we are giving more flexibility. It's saying that we are different. If we are in the same, if we live in the same neighborhood, we have the same money capacity, but we have a different psychological answer to the debt. And that's what we need to find to give you.
Okay, I see. And do you have paying customers today already?
No, we have like we have only experiments. We are experimenting with one big bank here in Chile, and we are closing 4 more companies around Latin America because we start. We are in a process of transformation because our current startup was focusing on optimizing debt collection routes for door-to-door channel that is very common here in Latin America. And with that data that we have been collecting for the last 3 years and a half, we watched that here was a huge problem. And we started developing this new modeling.
Thank you. Thanks
to you.
Thank you so much. Please, so we have a question from Marcelo.
Hi, Domingo. One thing, after you clusterize or unclusterize, but after you define it, do you also act on any kind of digital collection effort, or you just give the information back to the store, to the lender, and that's it?
We create an A/B testing with the customer. With different, we start to train the model with different treatments, because we see the debt journey like a patient that has to go to the doctor to have a treatment. So it's the same. So we clusterize, and then we go with some flexibility that the customers is aiming to give, and we start creating the A/B testing to the different profiles of customers that we create with this segmentation. And then we start making this test and training the accuracy of the model. But we don't make the collection. We are a tool for our customers.
Good, thank you, Domingo. Unfortunately, we cannot keep the QA session, so thank you so much for your answers and for your presentation. And we go to the next startup.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you. And the next startup is ShopApp from Argentina. Please welcome Juana Merlo.
Thanks, Julia. Hi, everyone. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, please.
So, is it okay there?
Yeah, good, please.
Perfect. Okay, well, as I told you, my name is Juana, and today I'll be presenting you ShopApp. Before COVID-19, it was common to go to the supermarket and meet a promoter giving away products so consumers can try them. Due to the pandemic, CPG brands were forced to stop all these actions And when trying to digitize these actions, they found with the challenge of the high logistic cost of giving away hundreds or thousands of products. On the other hand, these brands paid large market research, which comes with a more than 3 months of delay. The information is declarative, so the brands has no guarantee that the consumers been in touch with the product. And also these research are expensive, so few brands can access this research. Okay, so this is why we created ShopApp. With ShopApp, brands can motivate consumers to buy their products directly at the point of sales, offering refunds for a percentage of the value of the product. So the brand, for example, Nestlé, instead of giving away a free product, it's motivating a consumer to buy directly at the point of sale. This way, brands can increase brand recognition, boost their sales, and obtain actionable insights. Okay, so this connection between brands and consumers, we do it through an app that rewards shoppers with money and gift cards for their everyday purchases. And in this way, we motivate consumers to discover new brands, to buy participating products from CPG, for example, Nestlé, also participating brands from retail e-commerce, for example, Dafiti, and finally, for answering service after the purchase. It's a globally validated model. There are several players in United States, in Europe, and Melius in Brazil. Ivora and Melius being potential exit. And our goal is to become the first shopping rewards app in LATAM, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Colombia, and Mexico, and the most efficient way for our clients to generate sales and get to know their consumers. Today, we are working with CPG and e-commerce, but also we are willing to work with financial solutions as Ivota and Melius. Well, as I already told you, we are working with CPG industry, which is valuing more than $200,000 million by year in Latin America, like Nestlé, and also e-commerce, which is valued in more than $100 million in Latin America, as for example, Dafiti. Well, we launched an MVP, and we already have more than 50,000 registered users, which validate the proposals from their size. And also, we've been making more than 6 pilot tests with CPG brands, and we already have more than 30 e-commerce clients. So we already validated our MVP, and now we are looking for our first round to start boosting our sales. We have the technology ready, but the most important thing is that we have our team. We are 8 professionals working in different areas, led by Juana, who is speaking as their CEO, Rodrigo as their CTO, and Sol as their CMO. And finally, we have an experienced advisory board.
Your time is up. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Julia, which is accompanying us.
We are limited in time, so I apologize.
Perfect.
And please, Alexander, your question.
Yes, Joanna. Who are your competitors today, and how are you different?
Perfect. Thank you for the question, Alexander. Well, so we have like 2 main verticals. One is ShopApp as a promotional tool, and the other one is as a mass market researcher. In promotional tool, we have different competitors in LATAM, but we are the only player that goes that awards also CPG and e-commerce. So it's a much broader promotion to the also from the brands, but also for the consumers. In the other side, from the researcher or the market research, we are competing with large companies as Nielsen or Kantar, but we differentiate for our agility and also our costs.
Okay, and can you just repeat once more the difference?
Of course.
Comparing to applications.
Okay, promotional tools, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, our main competitor today is Cult, which is from Spain, and they are working with CPG. On the other hand, we have some apps working with e-commerce, for example, Iguana Cash or Creep. So the first difference is that we work with both verticals. So for the consumer, it's much more interesting than the other proposals. On the other way, Geld, which is today, as I told you, like our main competitor, because the main attractions for the consumers is the CPG, because are the brands that they buy every day. We differentiate for two things. On the one hand, Geld is working with huge supermarkets, as for example, Walmart. We have those retails, but also we are working with more traditional supermarkets, which represents 70% of the sales in Latam. On the other hand, they work more as a promotional tool. Our first entrance to the companies is the possibility to get all the information directly from their consumers. So that would be our main differences.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks to you, Alexander.
Please, the question from Francois.
Yeah, good morning, Juana. I'd like to know who are your clients and how do they pay you, in fact? What's the economics?
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, Francois, we have in one hand the CPG brands, for example, Nestlé, and on the other hand, we have e-commerce, which can be from different industries. We're working with technology, clothing, food, and well, every industry is available to work. And our model is a pay for performance. We charge a commission every time we boost a sales from them. Actually, nowadays we're having a commission for CPG brands, approx more or less it's 25 cents dollar, and from e-commerce it's $1.20.
Good, thank you so much. Please, we have time for quick questions, suggestions from Josh. If not, we go to the next participant. So please, Josh, last chance. Okay, so thank you. Thank you so much. It was Startup ShopApp, and Juana, thank you for your presentation. And we are moving to the next participant, which is Mazmobi from Mexico. Javier Amorsurrutia, please.
Hello, Julia. Hello to everyone.
Hello.
Okay, do you see my presentation?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, let's start. Hey, I'm Javier Amorsurrutia, founder of Mazmobi. Mobility is changing, and this pandemic has accelerated. Companies are searching for better ways to move, and the employees reduce cost and have more control on expenses. There are different needs on mobility. Substitute vehicle, when they need a temporary vehicle for different reasons, collective or public transportation, other options like micromobility, support of transportation for the employees. With Mazmobi, they will be able to have mobility as a benefit for the employees. Mobility as a service is growing. The estimated size of the market is more than 230 billion by 2025. Just vehicle sharing will reach a value of 480 billion for 2030 and will outgrow ride-hailing that year. We are based in Mexico and have plans to grow to other countries in 2022. We are a tech company that want to bring all mobility players together through our platform. As a tech company, we will integrate third parties, develop our own products, and offer services of consulting like decarbonization solutions to offer an environmental impact through mobility. The general scope is to become a marketplace of mobility, software as a service, mobility as a service, all in one. The first solution we launched this year is a corporate market. It's a temporary vehicle with our own car sharing technology. With a marketplace model, the car dealers are uploading their assets and the customers can reserve a vehicle in minutes and not days like they do today. With a pay-per-use model, companies will only pay when they reserve. We offer security, innovation, different kinds of vehicles that can be reserved by hour, day, week, or month. Our value proposition is that employees will have access to different options of mobility through one app, and companies will receive just one invoice for that, having control and reducing time. The business model is really simple. We receive a percentage of all trips. In the software as a service, we will receive a monthly fee and a connection fee with the integration with third parties. With my co-founder Ivan Gomez, the IT and developing expert, and a team working every day, we have all we need to take Mazmobi to the next level. We start the angel investment round and mainly use the funds for developing all the platform. We are working to finish phase 2 that will offer private trips and the integration with credit card payments. This will allow us to the next phase, that is the integration with a carpooling solution and develop the subscription model. We have plans to start next round of investment next year, and we want to grow with these new integrations, new products, and expansion to the other countries. For us, freedom is mobility. Freedom to have all mobility options in just one app, have control, and integrate with owners of assets like car dealers to put them to work. Thank you very much. This is the Proximal Electric Mobility Center of Mazmobi.
Thank you so much for your presentation. We have first question from Javier, please.
Hi, Tocayo. I can see the vision of the future. You want to put stands with solar panels and create everything sustainable. That's amazing. And te tardaste. Second, where are you now? Can you go 2 slides back when you went really quickly? Another one? Oh, yeah, that one. Where are you now, and exactly what is your solution as of right now, the MVP?
We just launched in January. We launched this car sharing solution. We are focused on the corporate market. At this moment, we are making deals with the car dealers so they can upload their vehicles. In April, we start with the commercial part. So we are really close to close the 2 first customers. Now it's this temporal vehicle where you can reserve a car in minutes. That's where we are. And this month, we are 3 days to launch the private trips. So the employees are going to be able to reserve for them a vehicle for the weekend or for 1 day without having to go to a daily rental company and have all the problems with the insurance and all that kind of things.
Okay. Awesome. Good luck, man. Sounds really good. All my questions.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Javier, for the question. Please, Pedro Mesquita.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the presentation. So my question is, what is our go-to-market strategy? How do you attract both sides of the marketplace? So both the companies and also the suppliers of these assets, right? The dealerships. So how do you do this?
For example, for the dealers, one of the investors we have, he's a dealer. He's a car dealer. So he works, he's helping us contacting all the other dealers to invite them to participate in the project. That's an important thing. And for the customers, we are working with the Fleet Manager Association here in Mexico, where the mainly companies or the biggest companies that have fleet, they are there. We make, last year, we helped them with some mobility campaign, and now we are redesigning their webpage. So we have really good relationship with the fleet managers. At the end, the fleet managers are the contact with the customers. So that's how we are going to the market. We make the launch of Mazmobi, participating a lot in LinkedIn, and most of this, as we are going to companies, it's direct contact.
Okay, thanks. Just as a follow-up question, how do you see the long-term impacts of the COVID pandemic and everyone going, with hybrid workplaces, etc.? You see this impacting your market?
Yeah, it's affecting. For example, a lot of companies that have these executive vehicles, they are not moving the vehicles and they are paying leasing. So they are looking for different options so they can give mobility to all the employees and not paying for an asset that is going to be parked 95% of the time. So for us, it's a good option that we can offer these kind of solutions.
Okay, thanks.
Great, thank you. Please, the next question from Francois. Oh, okay, it's maybe a mistake.
Good morning. No, I was on the mute. I just wanted to know how do you choose, how the client choose? Is the app choosing what's the best option, whether to rent a car, whether to go by bus or to go Uber, or do I have to select my preference?
At this moment, as we only have this car sharing, you select the vehicle you can use. But the plan we have is to start integrating with, for example, Google. So we can offer the best option to move from point A to point B. That's what we want to do. At this moment, we don't have it, but it's the plans we have for next steps.
And when do you think this will be in place?
Depending on the investment, I'm really open on that. So maybe at next year, second semester of next year, we are going to be able to integrate other options, or there's this company that offer this kind of solutions, and we can integrate through an API. It's a company called Moveit.
Okay.
Good, thank you. Please, Jordan, your question.
Thank you for the presentation. Two questions quickly. One, how do you attain or increase the value of your company today for the current investor pool? And the second is, what's your geographic expansion plans over the next 2 years, 3 years? Which countries, which regions will you be going into?
Okay, can you repeat me the first question, please?
How do you increase the value of your company for the next 2 or 3 years? As I'm investing in a company like yours, first question is, how do you raise the value so my money grow with your growth? What are the key 3 or 4 elements that would add value to your company?
Well, the first value we are offering is the integration. First, the integration with other suppliers. For example, at this moment, we are working with a company for this decarbonization. It's at the end, we are going to sell these offsets of carbon impact. That's one of the things, the integration. We are working with Bosch for this trip routes planning. So the idea is create integration with others and develop our own solutions. One of the things is against other car sharing solutions is that we're not buying vehicles. So we are investing in technology. That's one of the things. So we can grow very fast in that part. And the plans, it's for next year, we want to grow first to, we are 2 countries, maybe Canada. Why Canada? Because one of our angel investors, she lives there, and there's a lot of opportunities to grow with the subscription model to Canada, and then go to Colombia. We have talking to other companies or partners to go to Uruguay, and we want to open Brazil. We know it's going to be hard, but we want to go there. So it's first Canada and then go to LATAM. That's the plan for the next year. At least 2 countries, and then if everything starts growing, maybe 3 countries in the next year.
Good. Thank you so much for your answers, and we should go. And it was Javier from Startup Mazmobi. Thank you so much. And please welcome the next participant, also from Mexico, Greenfluidics, Adam Ramirez Sanchez.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Adam.
Hello, please. I'm going to share my screen. So, can you see my screen now?
See, it's good.
Amazing. So, hi, everyone. My name is Adam Ramirez. I am the founder of Greenfluidics. Greenfluidics is a Mexican biotech startup that is seeking to accelerate the transition to sustainable cities. Today, I'm going to tell you about our technology, the Intelligent Solar Bio Panel, which is looking to impact on energy savings and environmental regeneration for real estate projects. So, why real estate projects? Because they now are looking at how to improve and build more energy efficient buildings, because they have to comply with the environmental certification by the mitigation of the carbon footprint, and for sure, offer wellness and health benefits to the end users. So for this is that we have developed intelligent solar biopanel, which is the unique multi-proposal system in the world that allows to absorb the carbon dioxide from the environment, generate energy and oxygen, and provides energy efficiency. All of this thanks to the use of microalgae and nanotechnology. So this is a solar-based technology where we take advantage of the solar radiations by the microalgae to absorb the carbon dioxide from the environment and release oxygen. And the nanofluids in order to catch the solar radiation and transform the heat into electricity. So also, this kind of technology could be placed as a part of the windows, wall, or skylights. So also we can provide an avant-garde design for each building. So the technology status is that we started in 2017, and after a little round investment from family and friends, we achieved the MVP testing. And now on this month, this year, we are on the prototype test in a real environment in order to achieve our next investment round for the development of the final product, to have a market launch in 2022. So the value proposal is to the real estate developers. So we are offering an innovative way to increase the value of the properties by achieving an environmental certification and granting greater well-being savings to their occupants. So why this technology is different? This technology is different from our competitors because we can offer different benefits in only one system, as electricity, carbon footprint reduction, and energy savings. So by this is that we have achieved several international recognition by important institutions as the G20, MIT, Forbes, and in different countries as USA, Germany, and Australia. So we are a multidisciplinary team with a lot of experience behind it with different areas from art, finance, technology, and biology, but also we are supporting by important international advisors in different countries as Germany, UAE, Mexico, and the United Nations, in order to achieve an evolution of this technology and also comply with the SDGs around the world. So I invite you to build a legacy with us and transform the cities of tomorrow. If you'd like to learn more about us, please visit our website, Greenfluidics.com, and also feel free to contact me. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you, Adam. Thank you so much. So please, dear judges, it's time to give your feedback, questions, comments. Maybe somebody, please, Alexander.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Can you just explain the difference, because there are a lot of solar panels in the market today, and maybe just more clearly for us, what is your real advantage in comparing with competitors?
Yeah, I mean, this biopanel is not only looking for the electricity generation. I mean, this has like a more environmental impact. I mean, we are absorbing in an active way the carbon dioxide from environment, but also we can release oxygen and redirect this from a space into the building. I mean, to have a more oxygenation space. But also we can offer thermal comfort by the use of microalgae. I mean, outside could be hottest and into could be like colder than this. And also is the avant-garde design that we can provide for this kind of buildings. So I mean, in a general way is that, but also you can have byproducts as the use of the biomass for urban gardens, and also how to have a traceability of all the carbon absorption in order to have carbon credits. So I mean, this is like the main difference, that you have more benefits that only the solar panel that you are going to have only on your rooftop, and you are going to forget until you have your bills at the end of the month.
How hard is it for your competitors just to make the same, to make some changes in their products? Is it 1 month or 3 months for them to repeat?
Yeah, I got it. I mean, to have the final product, we expect to have it the next year. And I mean, to differentiation from our competitors, I mean, we have like the patent behind of this technology for sure. And I mean, we're not going only to have like this direct competition with the solar panels, because at the end we are looking more like a kind of facade in building or something like this. So at the end, we would like more to have like an association and alliance strategies with this kind of enterprise in order to have a better solutions together, more than only compete.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, Marcela, your question is next.
Yes. Solar panels, when they were something new, they were very, very expensive. Actually, they are still struggling to get into an economic equation that it gives savings on the short term. How much will this cost? How will you price it? What's going to be the impact of price on your business?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, related, and for sure, it's a clear comparison. In a comparison with the currently solar panels, is that for now, our technology could be between 2 and 3x more than the solar panel, the traditional solar panels, but we could have more benefits. I mean, since the start that you are started to use this kind of bio panels, is that for sure you can increase the value of your buildings in order for the better design, for the use, and other things. And also, by another hand, is that you can recover quickly your inversion in this kind of technology by the benefits, but also by the byproducts. So I mean, at the end, it's like could be more expensive, but at the end, it's like you are going to have like more benefits. And finally, is that the buildings is going to use at the end Windows all the time. I mean, they are going to use Windows all the time. So now it's like we are offering to use like this kind of technology as a Windows also.
What is the lifetime of the panel? I mean, can't really compare it to the solar panels that are semiconductor based. So clearly this is not to compete with the efficiency of them, but so what is the lifetime, and do you have to replenish the biomass at a specific time, or like how does it work?
Yeah, got it. Yeah, the lifetime of each bio panel is between 12 to 15 years. I mean, it's less than the currently solar panels, but I mean, during this time, we are going to offer like a kind of updating, because at the end, I mean, we have fluids. I mean, we have microalgae and nanofluids, and we are going currently working on how to develop better microalgae strains, better nanofluids in order to have more efficiency. So the only thing is that we have to refill the bio panel to have more efficiency during the next years. And by another hand is that to use the biomass from the biopanel, we are going to extract from the main container. I mean, we are going to connect these biopanels with a main container. On all these main containers, you are going to harvest the biomass each month. I mean, like a kind of coffee machine, you are going only to extract filter in order to have the biomass, and you can reuse in your human gardens, or also you can get connected with another kind of industry that can have advantage of them, and they are going to buy it.
Good, thank you so much. Please, quick question from Jordan.
Thank you. Very impressive. I'm just not sure how better is your product against others environmentally. What data do you have to show me that actually it is substantially better? From the first moment you touch the product and manufacture it, to ship it, to dispose of it, to. Do you have data around that?
Yeah, for sure. Nah, that's a great question, Jordan. I mean, on that sense, for sure, we are very confident that we are going to reduce all the impact of carbon, because at the end, I mean, we are going not to be a zero carbon impact. But on that way is that, I mean, we are going to export the design in order to have like the production of the biopanel on the main market in order to like reduce all this carbon footprint. But on another hand is that we are very sure that by the use of the microalgae, we can reduce the, I mean, we are going to absorb the carbon that is from the outside. And for sure, we're looking to have to use most of the biomaterials in order to have like the less reduction of all these carbon footprint. But I mean, related with our—
sorry to interrupt. Do you have third-party data or validation to confirm these statements?
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. We don't have like this third party, but for sure it's like on the next stage. Thank you so much, Jordan.
Thank you so much. We are limited in time, unfortunately. Please keep your questions better to write in private chat.
Yeah, for sure.
And we should go to the next startup. Thank you. It was Adam from Greenfluidics. And now I would like to present you the startup from Brazil, Boxit, and its founder, Juan David Guardia. Hi, Juan, how are you? We cannot see you.
There, can you hear me there?
Yeah, I can hear you, but Oh, yeah, I can see you.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, perfect. I'm starting with a black screen. I'm starting with a black screen, don't worry.
But are you starting sharing your presentation?
Yes, yes, I'm starting with a black screen.
Oh, okay, good. Perfect.
Have you ever bought something online, had a wonderful experience buying it, but when the time came to receive your package, it all became a nightmare? Where is my package? How long will it take until delivered? What if I'm not home when delivered? None of these problems are new to e-commerce, but they are getting worse by the minute, and they are even more challenging in Latin America. This is why we've created Boxit. Oh, sorry. I think it's frozen though, the presentation.
Can you restart it because something interfering in your screen? The Zoom, yeah. We see that something is blocking the view. We do not see it.
Let me see.
Stop sharing and then share again.
Okay, I'll go again. No.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go this way. Let me see. I don't know why it's not moving.
We can skip you, and then we have one more startup to go, and then you will pitch the last one.
Okay, thanks.
Please fix your issue.
Yeah, or please send me your presentation, maybe in PDF.
Yes, yes, I'll send you, Julia.
Thank you. And okay, so we skip Boxit and we go to the Native Health. It's also from Brazil, Rivelina, Montenegro.
Yeah, so thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure. And let me go straight to the presentation. The idea of Native Health is to become the world leader in innovative technology for skin health. As you know, skin cancer is the most common type of cancer. 40% of cancer cases, 1 in 5 Americans are affected with cancer. The more sun, I'm having my background here, you can see how sunny it is in Latin America. So, you know, skin cancer is a major problem. There are loads of treatments out there, surgery, chemo, radiation, but although they are effective to treat the cancer itself, they all come with a strong problem. The side effects can go all the way from pain to nerve damage, of course, hair loss, fertility loss. What we are proposing here with this company, with Native Health, is to combine nanoparticles that are loaded with magnetic particles together with drugs that can fight cancer from the biodiversity from Brazil. And in there, what we do is we can either use the normal approach where the patient gets the material injected in his body, and with an external magnetic field, we can concentrate the nanoparticle in the specific spot of the cancer to avoid this loads of particles and drugs everywhere. And in there, the movement of the particles, because of the magnetic field, there will be a strong delivery of the drug. The other options, that's the one we are super excited about, is the transdermal delivery, where we'll do this approach from the outside. So we will reduce dramatically side effects and concentrate the drug right on the spot where the cancer is. So we have 2 types of nanoparticles, the ones that can encapsulate hydrophilic drugs and the ones that can encapsulate hydrophobic particles. So both of them, hydrophobic drugs, both of them are possible in this. So we have 4 candidates that we have in our pipeline. So we do have some in vitro data. We are planning to get into in vivo soon. And our goal is to get with the first one in 2026 in the market. This is an overview of the sales expectations we do have. And you may be asking, how come that you said you bring the market in 2026, you bring the product to market in 2026? Where does this revenue come from here before? So you know Victoria's Secret, right? So welcome to the Brazilian secret. The idea here is to bring the very first pain-free hair removal Brazilian wax to the market. So it's a cosmetic product that we want to bring together right now. So we have it's a massive market, in case you don't know, hair removal. And the idea here is to enter this market to generate revenue that we don't have to keep diluting the company with a series of investments. So we have plenty of products from the Brazilian biodiversity that we want to use 3 of them are already registered with the Anvisa, that's the Brazilian FDA, and that's the one we want to bring to the market soon. The idea of the company is to have an exit in the next 5 to 6 years in this range from a couple of millions or 100 millions to billion. These are some examples of startups in this field that had their successful exit recently. And this is the team. So I'm the CEO, and all of us, we 3 here who founded or started the company, we are fascinated and passionate about nanoparticles and the use of techniques or new technologies in the medical field. And I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have brought few products to the market, and I'm looking forward to answer your questions and maybe welcoming you on board. Thank you very much.
Good, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was Startup Native Health and Rivalino. And we have questions from Alexander, please.
Yes, thank you for the presentation. And do you already have the second product in the market? Or
no, we don't have, although this, you mean the secondary market, right? The cosmetic. So the product is ready. The product has been used in one hair removal salon in the city of Fortaleza in the northern eastern part of Brazil. And what we want is, with the investment, to scale up the marketing, because without money, you can't really sell. And we want to spread all over Brazil and bring that to register in Europe and in the US. As you know, the Brazilian community, which is the first one we want to approach, for example, in Florida, is very large. And hair removal or using Brazilian wax, it's very popular. Most men don't do it, as we know, but it's very popular among women, and that's why it's a massive market. So this product is ready for commercialization.
Okay, but I know that hair removal is very popular, but what is so different about your product that it will be no pain?
Anesthetics. It contains an anesthetic from the Brazilian flora. So we have extracted from a plant that reduces pain once in contact with the skin.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the question. Please, the next question from Gaurav.
Hi. There are so many nanoparticles and nanofibers that are being used either for skin cancer or other kind of cancer detection. I myself am working on nanofibers for cancer detection, right? How is the magnetic nanoparticle that you are developing superior than many others? And not that I'm the only one working on this research and patent, but there are so many universities and institutions, right, that are finding ways through nanoparticles to improve either the immunotherapy or the detection. Why do you think your magnetic nanoparticles are better?
So the magnetic nanoparticle itself, I don't think they are better than the Magforce, for example, which is a German company that they already sell their product. The idea is the combination of the nanoparticle. That's what most companies have not done. They have used the movement of the nanoparticle to heat up the cell and cause cancer cell death. In our case, we are using the movement to have two things: this effect to cause the thermal effect inside the cell and to deliver the drug. That's where we are planning to put our focus, is to increase the delivery of the drug into the cell.
So it's not just towards the detection of the tumors, but detection along with the drug delivery as well.
Exactly. That's the combination of both.
And what is the success rate with the trials or research that you have done?
So we have so far only done in vitro. So as you know, I mean, in vitro, the results are usually very beautiful. So we want to do the real preclinical soon. So that's why we really need to have investment to do this.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good, thank you so much. And maybe more questions. We have time for one quick question. If not, we are moving forward.
Yeah, I have a question. So what are the synergies between your both products, right? The first one that is going to market now and the second one that is going to market in 5 years, I guess, from what you showed. What are the synergies in developing those two?
So, Pedro, the most important thing is skin health is a very broad area, right? you can go all the way from treating a cancer, which is our ultimate goal, to keeping the skin clean and beautiful. So even, because the idea is to establish ourselves as a whole health company focused on skin. Because you have to understand 90% of the skin cancer are caused by sun exposure. So once we start working also on the cosmetic area, which means bringing product that avoids this risk, like a sun cream, that avoids the exposure, you are already fighting the spread or the problem with skin cancer. So the idea is we have a set of products that are focused on the skin of health, the health skin. It can be either treating the cancer or other diseases as avoiding problems, as in this specific case of the first product I mentioned, the cosmetic field, avoiding pain during the hair removal.
I see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good, thank you so much. Okay, so, and we go to the next, to the last but not least startup. Please, Boxit. I will share your presentation instead of you, if you let me. Are you with us?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I'll try to do it. Let me.
I'll just.
Yeah, I cannot.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I'll just let you know when you slide down. Thanks. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do it this way because.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry for the trolls. So have you ever bought something online, had a wonderful experience buying, but when the time came to receive your package, it all turned into a nightmare? Where is my package? How long will it take until delivered? What if I'm not home when delivered? So none of these problems are new to e-commerce, but they are growing minute by minute, and they are even more challenging in a region like Latin America. My name is Juan David Guardia, and I'm one of the partners and general manager for Boxit, where we're building the biggest smart network lockers in the whole Latin American region. So the base problem is that e-commerce is growing 19% year through year, but logistics cost is also growing 15% year through year. And this comparison is not sustainable. So we need to do something different. This is where a smart network of lockers come into play. It's even more challenging, next slide. It's even more challenging in Latin America, where we have poor roads, bad infrastructures, and almost non-existent postal offices. So it's hard to move packages through e-commerce, which is booming, but we need to do something with logistics. Through our smart network of lockers, we built a region full of lockers. Next slide. This is, next slide. This you see here is Sofia. This girl is part of the 60% of Latin American population who is unbanked. So they can participate in e-commerce because they can go through their smartphone and buy online, but they cannot participate directly because they don't have access to credit. Through our new software that we developed, the Boxit Pay Cash system, we now allow unbanked population in Latin America to buy with cash and do their orders online. The process is really simple. They go online, they do their shopping cart, they buy their items, they receive a code, and then they go to the whole network of smart lockers and they can buy everything cash, then process their order online. So we're building a bridge between offline and online, not just opening and closing doors to bring the new era of package delivery to the region. Next slide. Boxit is the biggest smart network locker in the region, and we're working right now in Brazil and Panama with our own software developed from 5 years ago. Next slide. What makes us different is that we have all of these components in our hardware. We have multiple payment methods, one of them being cash, which is still the king in Latin America. We have different packages sizes and different modulars to configure depending on what the client needs. Next slide. Our unfair advantages say goodbye to reduce failed deliveries, 24/7 pickup packages, convenient locker, smart network lockers, cost-effective last mile solution, many multiple payments, and low investment plan for your expansion through the whole region. With Boxit, the package is always waiting for you. Thanks.
Good, thank you so much. I can see the first question from Marcelo. Please feel free to ask. Marcelo?
Yeah. Oh, hi, Julia. Sorry. Hi, Juan. You have gone through a series of round of financing. So what stage are you in right now?
So we are now currently looking for Series A funding to finance our expansion in Brazil, which is our biggest market, and our expansion to Mexico. So Panama right now is our lab test country where we develop all of our software. We try in a more small country, which we can do testing faster, and we export our technology to Brazil and next to Mexico. And we're working with big companies. For example, we provide the technology for Correios de Brasil, which is the postal office of Brazil, who has 40% of the market.
Good. Okay, thank you. Please, Alexander, your question.
David, can you tell us about your traction in terms of customer growth and revenue growth? How fast are you growing today?
Definitely. Thanks for the question, Alexander. So in Brazil, I'll talk first Panama, sorry. Panama was our first country, and we have 7,000 active users, which is a country that's more focused on B2C, because we wanted to have that trial and error with our final customer. With the development of the software based on these 7,000 active users, we exported to Brazil, and now we're working B2B with government and private companies such as Nestlé, Azul Cargo, which is from JetBlue, one of the biggest airlines in Brazil, Pão de Açúcar, which is one of the biggest supermarkets in Brazil with more than 1,700 locations. So we're working B2C line in Panama to get the feedback with the clients, test and iterate the software and hardware, and then exporting to the bigger markets.
Okay, but still, can you tell us the growth rate if, for example, 2020 to 2019?
Oh yeah, so we founded the company in 2017, and we've been growing around 80 to 100% year over year the last years.
Is it in terms of customers or in terms of revenues?
In terms of customers.
Okay, and you probably a capital intensive business, yeah? You need a lot of capital to...
Yes, so our biggest challenge right now is CapEx, because hardware is our biggest compound in the company, but we've already lined up creditors in Brazil that will finance our CapEx based on contracts that we have, and we're finalizing contracts with the government and with private company, but we want to move faster, so we're looking for private funding so we can expand our network, which is the most important compound is having capillarity through the city.
And you said you are the largest smart lock in Brazil, yep?
Well, we're working on it, being the largest, and we're already for provider for Correios de Brasil, which has 40% of the market. So we're gonna go strong with them, growing hand to hand.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, the question from Javier Garcia Lemos, please.
Juan, congrats. I wanted to ask you a little bit of questions. My background is real estate, and we have towers, and we accelerate startups and invest in startups. What business model can you offer me in terms of, to tell you the truth, I've been working with Amazon Hub lately, so I wanted to kind of see what do you have to offer for us as a real estate company, and as well as what business models can we retain or get from working with Boxit?
Yeah, so we have different business models, mostly focused on B2B, which are the bigger markets we want to enter to. So we have, for example, our full locker rental business model, where you have the platform. It's a white label technology that we offer to you if you're a retailer or a courier or something like that. Or we have our own network of Boxit lockers, which we can place, let's say, in a tower of offices. We place it, and we can share revenue depending on the upside of the price we put. Let's say I target your office, and we say it's $2 per door rental, and you say let's make it $2.50, and we go sharing revenue depending on your location and how strategic it is to our network.
Okay, Awesome. Yeah, I kind of get the sense. Let's talk further later. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful, thank you. And question from Francois. Oh, Francois, we can
always muting. I wanted to know whether you need to have your own network of lockers, or can you integrate third-party lockers?
Well, to be honest, we haven't integrated to third-party network lockers, but we're planning on building the network throughout Latin America as Boxit or white label software. So we're trying to do it through Boxit brand.
Okay.
Good. And last question from Pedro, please.
Yeah. So I wanted to know more about the unit economics of the business. So how much does it cost for you to produce every unit? How much does maintenance cost? How long does each unit last? And what is the break even for every unit?
Yeah, so it's really interesting when we go into unit economics. We can turn around each locker in around 12 months. And the space it takes up, it's 1.3 square meters. So it's a really small unit, and it has a lot of integrated services that we have added on, which we can step even more our revenues. We sell digital products such as Netflix, Spotify, all these kind of services through cash, which is king in the region. So as I said, we're being a bridge between offline, all the non-banked or uncredited people, and the online, which is the marketplaces. So we have our basic rental, which we can turn around a locker in a year, and we have added software and services that we've been building for the last 4 to 5 years.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was Startup Boxit and Juan David. And it was our last startup for today.
Does it mean that judges have to finish voting?
Yeah, sure. Please finish your voting.
Okay, judges, you have exactly 2 minutes, minute and 50 seconds to be clear to finish your voting. You can change your votes. You can upgrade your votes if you would like to. And we will close the votes and know who the winner is, who will present this wonderful region. I've heard a lot of innovations that I checked out myself and I will use, but it is interesting how you think, what you think of them as an investor. That's really interesting. But besides that, please pay attention to our poll. We're doing all those little surveys all over the world. Please help us to understand. What are you thinking right now? What is your strategy as an investor right now? You can choose 1 or 2 answers. No, this one gives only 1 answer. Okay, please choose 1 answer that is relevant to you, and we will talk about it some more during our networking session. Okay, 40 seconds to go. And you can still choose your favorites. And I hope you heard it all. If not, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you can hear everything, including our unicorn pitches, local events that are taking place all over the world. You cannot access them online, but you can see them in our Unicorn.Events YouTube channel.
And invite partners to make these kind of events.
Partners, welcome. Yes, I did this part during the presentation today. Yes, we always welcome partners, and we like to talk to people who are local, because only local partners know what their startups need. They have access to the best in local investors. So please approach me, our event managers, and we will be sure to talk about it. Okay, votes are closing in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Girls, please close the votes. Okay, let's talk a little bit. Alexander, let's talk with you. Were you surprised by today's Latin American startups?
Yeah, really everybody is a hero today, because you started the enterprise and you've done a lot already, but still we need to choose the best. My choice really today, I choose SYTE.bio because I really like biotech a lot, and we already invested in growing 3D printing human organs, and we are going to continue to invest in bio, I hope. And I like my store. I was impressed by the growth rate they have, and also a good mark from me received Boxit.
Wonderful. That's really interesting. That were 3 favorites from Alexander and Marcelo. From Brazilian point of view, did you see anything new? We have seen a couple Brazilian startups. You probably know them, or did we surprise you?
Yeah, well, I'm absolutely not familiar with biotech, so every time I see biotech is always good to see where development is going. But I have to admit that I have very little knowledge about that. We are more focused on tech, so I really was able to judge better those tech companies that address daily problems. And I used to say that innovation occurs where there's a lot of loss of efficiency, and Latin America is very not efficient at all. So it's been good to see some good solutions in Brazil and also some good solutions out of Brazil, which we can relate to our market that would work well here. It was nice.
But who were your favorites? Who did you give the
ShopApp.
highest mark, if any?
ShopApp.
Okay. I'm really curious to know who the winner is. Julia, you are smiling at me. Does it mean you know who the winner is already?
We have just a few seconds and we will know.
Okay.
We still updating the information.
Okay. That is really good. That's really exciting.
Give us 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Who is the winner?
Okay, let's see the poll results then. Girls, can we have poll results published? Today we had some really curious technical problems. We had a server down just a minute before the start of the event. And now there's poll results. Please publish poll results. Support. Yep. Okay. Oh. What is happening? Okay. Okay, so be publicly active. So startups know where to find me. You see how different it is? We had done this call in Asia and had done it in Europe, and totally different the result. That's why I love our events, because we can scan the whole world and see how different people and what unites them. That is really interesting. And on the second place, constantly expand personal network. Okay, so what can I tell you guys? You're welcome. You're in the right place. You see wonderful investors by your side. Everybody is from some VC fund. So that's the place to expand your network. And we have special events for the VCs only, right, Alexander, called VC House. If you're welcome to apply there. Really interesting meetings, and best startups are also invited there to pitch in front of the selected investors.
Usually around the deals.
Yep. It's also a great opportunity. And we will have a little networking discussion after we announce the winner. So, Julia, you're muted. We don't hear you.
It's still updating. Just 1 minute more. We need.
Okay. Let's we are scanning the countries. What you have it?
I got the information that we have the winner. So
okay.
Let me share my screen. It's a very excited moment. Okay, just a second.
I look at the startups and everybody is guessing. like Alexander said, you're all the winners already. You were selected to pitch live.
No.
Many more where didn't get this opportunity at all.
Of course, our votes today are a bit subjective because we have just 3 minutes to evaluate, and so it's not a deep analysis. And so the main goal, of course, is to find investors here on our events. And so, but to be the winner is always a pleasure. Yeah,
of course.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so it's an excited moment.
Mm-hmm.
So we will know who is the winner, who is the third place of the Latin American Unicorn Battle. And let's see, Native Health, my congratulations. You are the third place.
Brazilian cosmetics to everyone.
Know it, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The second place goes to my Canasta, and the first place, SYTE.bio. My congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you so much. It is really important that you support startups like us, because we want to cure cancer, we want to treat and prevent infectious diseases. So thank you so much to all of you who have listened to my presentation and who have voted.
Thank you. Get ready for the Unicorn Cup, which is a little bit more than 2 weeks away. You will be competing with all other regions around the world, and I wish you all the luck.
Okay, thank you so much.
That is wonderful. Okay, let's move to our networking session. And I would like to talk to representatives of different countries, because Latin America is a region where different countries have different vision, and this is more than true for the venture capital. I had learned that the first quarter of 2021 was really cool for venture investing in Latin America. Despite the pandemic, 2020 was okay, but it was not on the rise. But the first quarter, guys, you did it all. You outperformed already year 2020, and $3 billion were raised only in the first quarter. And so I would like to ask Marcelo, is it true for your fund? Were you performing more in the first quarter than over 2020?
Yes, we closed the fundraising for funds 3 and 4 December last year, and it was the first time we ever closed the fund on just one round of fundraising, which in Brazil it means a lot, because we only deal with Brazilian investors, and it's a very new product to Brazil. Right? So engaging pension funds, engaging corporate investors, engaging family offices, multifamily offices, banks, wealth managers into distributing our fund has been a journey, but we feel that the market is much more mature now, and it's been good. And we've been seeing this around as to other funds in Brazil, which are also raising with reasonable success.
That is really interesting, and I wish you all the best in this journey. And also I learned that there's been shift in industries, that fintech is on the rise, and United States investors are looking at the Latin American market, expecting that the Latin American fintech will bloom. And that's why a lot of US investments are attracted to this region. And especially Mexico is also attracting a lot of investments. And Javier, how can you say from Mexican point of view, do you see many more international investors pouring in money into Mexico? Javier Garcia, I see you on my screen. No, he is not answering. Okay, let's talk to Keith then. He knows about Mexico. Keith, are you with us? That's not my lucky day. That's for sure. People do not hear me. Okay, Jordan, I
Yes,
see you're unmuted and you're online.
I do for you today.
Yes. Do you think that Latin American market, like in regarding fintech, will surprise us all? It will be it will repeat the path that American fintech startups did, but experts say that it will take them in United States is usually took 3 years to for the market to bloom, but in Latin America it will take 18 months the most.
I don't know. I'm not. Well, where I'm coming from, the American investor is still unsure about the South American market. We're not trying to apply the U.S. markets process and standards to the South Americans, but we're not 100% sure about the KPIs that define a good investment strategy. So the fintech will bloom. It's always going to bloom in all markets because of the underbanking and the evolution of the financials. But for me, I'm still on the fence on the fintech. I am a bit more towards the health tech in terms of blooming and expanding in South America because of obvious reasons. But on the fintech, probably 6 out of 10 confidence it will do what it did in North America.
Okay, and did you vote for our winner as well?
I did not. I'm not a good bio guy. And so I voted for someone else, but I think they are on a good mission and I support them 100%. I will pray for them for the next 3 days.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Jordan. Francois, you have a little bit different view, like on the way the Brazilian venture market is developing. Do you interact with international investors more, or does it look from your point of view? Or is it the still Brazilian market is more concentrated on local startups, local investors?
We interact with international investors, especially on the technology startups. So we interact with the small and the bigger investors in tech. Otherwise, we interact with a lot of local funds. There is a variety of local funds for startups like biotech or like cosmetics, or for those we have a balance between international and local investors. But okay, for tech, it's really easier to go to the international guys. Although there are some good Brazilian investors also, but it's quicker, simpler. They already understand almost before you explain. So it's nice.
But why does SoftBank likes Brazil so much? They're creating the second fund for 200 million, concentrated on Latin America and most part of it Brazil.
Yes, they are quite busy.
Why is that? Why not Argentina? Why not Chile? Why not Peru? Why Brazil?
Brazil is a big market and a big tech market. Brazilians are very fast adopters. You know that the Central Bank of Brazil has launched a payment system last November. It now has the adhesion of nearly half the population. I think it's the fastest adoption in the history of any technical product. So this is why it's a big market for tech companies. Somebody mentioned here the fact that many Brazilians are unbanked. I think it was
maybe from Boxit.
Yeah, from Boxit. So this is falling quite quickly because there is an offer of new solutions like Boxit, and people react to that. The public is buying it. So that's why everybody is trying to get a piece of this market now.
Wonderful. Thank you, Francois, so much. That was our scan of the Latin American market. You are welcome to share your details and stay in touch after the event. And I have only one thing left to do, is to invite you to join us for Unicorn Battles. Only 3 battles left. One is for Europe, one is for Asia, and one is for North America. And then there will be the Unicorn Cup Summer Season Finals. And so be sure to join us for our event, which will be the upcoming Thursday. We will meet in Europe and see what Europe has for us. And thank you, Julia, for this wonderful event. Thank you, startups. You were pitching great. Thank you, judges. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. And I will all see you online pretty soon.
Bravo, bravo. Well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Stay in touch. Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Congratulations to all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.